Hello everyone, it's time for a MAC review. So I'm going to go through and tell you about some of the products that I own from MAC, and hopefully that'll help you make some decisions. This may end up being 2 videos. I'm not really sure. I'm going to try to fit it in one, but might not get there. First we're going to talk about brushes. Brushes are very important. They're a very good investment. MAC brushes are one of the top line brushes, and they're heavily used by a lot of people. This is the MAC 224, and this is my first official MAC brush, and it's the only true MAC brush that I own. The rest of mine are dupes. The MAC 224 is a blending brush, and it's beautiful. It works well with all colors. It makes blending things like paint pots a lot easier than trying to use your finger or trying to use one of those annoying sponge tip applicators. They're, like I said, good investment. They're very expensive though. This is the downfall. I think this was $26 or $28 for one brush, which is kind of ridiculous. I know the quality is very good. They're well worth the investment, especially if you plan on going into makeup artistry. But there are some brushes on there that, like the Kabuki brush, it's $52. That's so expensive for one brush. And I really can't see them justifying that price. So if you're starting out, I recommend just getting one brush or 2 brushes, and I would say a face brush and an eye brush or 2 eye brushes. Any kind of foundation brush or liner brush, I think you can get a better price, more bang for your buck elsewhere. The next product I'm going to talk about is my holy grail product, which is MAC Blot Powder. Blot Powder is a translucent powder, and it's usually pressed. I use this one all up. You can back to MAC it, so that's a great thing. Comes with a powder puff, and you can use it throughout the day if your face gets oily to blot out the oil spots, and it mattifies everything, and it does not distort color because it is so translucent. It doesn't distort your blush or your eyeshadow or your bronzer or anything like that. What that also means is you can't double this up as a touch-up kind of thing. There are some powders that you can double that up with. This is not one of them. It has little coverage. It's just for mattifying and setting, and it doesn't do anything else. Using it for a touch-up, not a great idea. They just upped the price from $21 to $22, and I really like it, and I will continue to buy it because I love it so much. But it is kind of expensive, especially since you can't double it up. It just simply sets your makeup. Next product I'm going to talk about is this, which is the MAC Brush Cleaner. It's a pretty color, always a plus. It does take very little. You get a really large amount of product. This is only $11, which is pretty typical for even drugstore and other high-end. This is actually kind of on the cheaper end of that kind of stuff. You get it filled up to here. I have washed all 32 of my brushes at least 4 or 5 times, and I've only used that much since I've gotten this. So, really good for cleaning. It takes very little of this product to get your brush very clean. I highly recommend that product. And you can back to MAC it, so always good. The next product I'm going to talk about is my favorite lip gloss. This is the Luster Glass called Venetian, and it's red with gold reflex. The Luster glasses do not have a doe foot applicator. They actually have a brush tip applicator, which I really like. And if you don't know what a doe foot applicator is, I'll show you real quick. This is a NARS lip gloss, it's not a MAC. But this is a doe foot applicator. Kind of looks like a doe's foot, like a doe's hoof, hence the name. But this is a brush tip applicator, which I love. It's a little less precise than the doe foot, but I really like how this feels on my lips a lot better, and I feel like it spreads the color more evenly. You can back to MAC the lip glasses. This is $14, and it lasts. I've had this since last year, so it lasts a really long time. And I recommend MAC lip glosses. My negative for that is that if you wear it, I'm wearing it right now, but as you wear it, it does come off when you eat or drink something. I know the Dazzle glasses are known to not do that, but I don't own a Dazzle glass, so I don't know. But with the Luster glass, the color does fade after about an hour. It goes from a really deep red, it goes into like a light pink, and then as it goes on, it just ends up, you can just see the glitter and feel the glossiness still on there, but the color tint has gone away. So that's that. Then there is MAC Studio Finish Concealer. I'm sure a lot of people have talked about this because it's very popular. It's extremely creamy. This is $16, which is a great price for how long it lasts, and it's a very good concealer. My problem with it is that because it's so creamy, it comes off when you sweat, and it comes off when you like pat your mouth after you eat or something. It comes off, and you'd have to reapply it. That's my negative for this. Otherwise, it's a very good concealer. It just doesn't stay as well as other concealers might. Next MAC product is the, what is this? The MAC Skin Finish. This is by Candlelight. It came out with the Warm and Cozy collection, and it's pretty, I kind of hope you can see it. It has gold veining, and this MAC Skin Relief finishes are great for anything. You can use them as bronzers, you can use them as highlights, you can use them for blushes, you can use them just as like a shimmer all over, you can use them on your body all over. I love it. In fact, I'm wearing it now. And it just depends on the color you get in your skin tone. I'm a very pale person, so this by Candlelight, which is a coppery pink, it looks just like a natural glow to my skin, and it works nice as a blush. And I could probably, if I, because these are buildable, if I built it up, it would make a nice bronzer. But for somebody with really light skin, this would be a nice just glow shimmer for all over, and you could definitely use it as highlight for really dark skin. So, and they last. I very rarely have ever had to reapply this. So, I think it's great. The negative is that it is I want to say $26. But it does last a really long time, and I've used this every day since I've gotten it, and I haven't even hit pan. I know with some products, if you use them every day for quite a while, I got this when the collection first came out, by the way. It's pretty. You can use it for a lot of things. I find it to be a very well worth it product. And I think I'm running short on time, so I'm going to make a second video that you can watch to finish up my MAC review.